Hello, my name is Sumi Park. I'm a PhD student at Queen Mary University of London, and I'll present our paper entitled Should Robots Blush? This research project is conducted with Patrick Healy and Antonios Kaniadakis. Despite the expectation that robots will play an important role in our everyday lives, they haven't yet been successfully and seamlessly embedded within it. Although the robotics field has been working on enhancing robots by fixing errors and failures, they are not perfect. So perhaps the focus should not be only overcoming the errors, it should rather be on helping robots fail gracefully in social interactions. Goffman proposes that social interactions are based on people's active engagement in impression management, which has a fundamental purpose to avoid or reduce embarrassing experiences. Embarrassment must be expressed through behavior or physiological changes, for example, laughing or blushing. And these signals are actually helpful for not only the individual who broke the social norm to recognize a problem, but also the observers to sympathize with the individual and be willing to support them. Our working assumption is that robots, like people, will never perform perfectly. Therefore, they need to learn from the ways people deal with their mistakes using embarrassment displays. Then how, when, and why should robots produce signals of embarrassment in everyday human-robot interaction? We developed a speculative design concept, Embarrassed Robots, to investigate how Goffman's idea could be applied in social robotics. By understanding and exploring the role embarrassment plays in real life and the possible form of robots' expression of it, we ultimately want to raise the question of should robot embarrassment displays be a key part of their impression management. Speculative design, which is our investigation tool, is a design methodology that uses design as a medium to illustrate possible future scenarios that concern cultural, ethical, or political issues around technological development. We used two studies for our explorations: cultural probes called Your Embarrassed Robot and a speculative design workshop entitled Do Robots Blush? For the cultural probes, we gave away a series of paper nets to gather inspirational data from people, which people could cut out and make simple shapes to start their design of embarrassed robots. The speculative design workshop was structured into 3 parts. The first part was a pre-task to share their ideas of embarrassing experience prior to the workshop. Then the making session consisted of lecture and design sessions. And finally, a roundtable discussion. I'll share 3 themes we generate from the outcomes. For role of embarrassed robots, some suggested the robot could remove or reduce the awkwardness by creating mistakes or failing tasks. Or the robot could play a mediating role such as social avatar. Another role is a robot to provoke the experience of social emotions. Finally, the role could be displaying empathy, which could console human, and this would lead to a strong sense of bonding. We found that human-like physicality is not necessary to communicate neither embarrassment nor human-likeness. People tend to illustrate the signal of embarrassment through changes in either movement, facial features, color, or noise. At least one human characteristic feature or function is required to perceive the object as alive. However, it doesn't need to be physical design. For example, this could be through a vocal function only. Finally, we notice independent mobility is a theme as a behavior or function to perceive the machine as a human-like. By allowing us to abandon fantasy of perfect competence, embarrassment would give us new opportunities for the design of human-robot interactions. Also, signaling and displaying embarrassment would give robots better acceptance in our daily life, since people tend to bond more quickly and more strongly with others who show empathy. Moments of embarrassment helps to understand the social norms operating in a particular relationship, community, or culture. This provides robotic systems with opportunities to build increasingly sophisticated models of the social world and update models of their own social identities. With our exploration, we conclude our answer to the question in our research project title is Robots Should Blush. Thank you for your attention, and I will take questions now.